Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nyendika of Cubic Healthcare Academy. Today I want to introduce you to another amazing machine. An amazing machine, I promise you, an amazing machine that you need to have so that you can run tests and run treatments remotely. What I mean is that your patient do not need to be present anymore for you to run tests. This is the setting for the quantum META black box, set to carry out an experiment of remote scanning. Can you imagine that? More so, you no longer need your patient to be present for you to run treatment with the NLS device. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the quantum META black box. Quantum META black box. And for John Charles, hyperuricemia and CSS result is 1.770 and entropy result is 1. What can you deduce from this? Comparing the results for remote scanning and physical scanning are alike. The percentage margin is not much, showing how accurate you can get from the META black box, meaning that you can achieve accurate results same way you can achieve accurate treatment. All you just need to do is to click on whatever treatment you want to carry out. This is an accessory that you can connect to your NLS device, and with that you can run tests remotely, you can run treatment remotely. When I mean remotely, I mean that your patient does not need to be present anymore for you to run this test. And I have experimented, having researched about this device, that such diagnosis and treatment are accurate and effective. If you are familiar with the radionic machine, you will know that it's a popular equipment that you can use to run tests and treatment remotely. The person does not need to be present. With the radionic machine, there is this theory that states that everybody, every human being generates an electromagnetic field, and this electromagnetic field can be connected to with the radionic machine wherever you are in the world. And this is what the META black box is trying to replicate. It's trying to replicate this major feature that you find in the radionic machine. We all know that the radionic machine is a very, very expensive device, but this is a step down to the high price of the radionic machine. Okay, it is an accessory that you can now connect to your nonlinear system analyzer. I mean your 3D, your 9D, your 17D, your 19D, your Hunter, your Meta Hunter, your Rife machine, your Spooky machine. You can now connect this device to your NLS, and you can now carry out scans remotely. You can carry out treatments remotely. So basically, for the black box to carry out remote treatment or scanning, our DNA samples are needed. That's what is required. Like I mentioned earlier on, you need samples of your blood, maybe stored in a cotton wool, or samples of your hair, samples of your fingernails, or even your saliva. You can spit out sample of your saliva into a cotton wool, and you drop it inside a crystal cup, and you place it into the black box and connect it to your NLS device, and it's going to produce a result that looks as if you were physically present running the scan. Same applies to treatment. Okay, so let's talk about the technology behind this mystery. This technology was originated by Nikola Tesla. If you know the current richest man in the world, as at when I'm shooting this video, it is Elon Musk. Elon Musk made his fortune through Tesla technology. And so we should follow who no road. We are still talking about this same Tesla technology, but this time around we are talking about a particular technology that Nikola Tesla discovered in 1890. Okay, he discovered that there is a particular energy called scalar wave. He discovered a particular energy called scalar wave. He discovered that this energy does exist, all right? And with this energy, there is the possibility of sending electrical energy and information to a distant location without wires. Let me repeat. He discovered the possibility of sending information, sending data, sending energy to a distant location without need of wires, without need of cables. Okay, he discovered this in 1890 and he called it scalar waves. You can go and research about it. SCALAR, scalar waves technology. All right, and he also discovered that these scalar waves can travel faster than the speed of light. That is why it is very possible for us to use it for test and treatment, because it can travel faster than the speed of light. As a matter of fact, 300 times faster than the speed of light. What this means is that before the speed of light can arrive at a particular destination, scalar waves can arrive at that destination 300 times before the speed of light arrives at that destination. And that is why scalar wave is an amazing technology that can be utilized to send information. Okay? Send information, send data, send energy to any distant location. And so that's how they were able to collect this information, this energy into this black box. All right? So that we can now run tests remotely, we can now run treatment remotely. You may be wondering, how is the DNA able to achieve all this? Let me tell you something. Our DNA is way more than a storage unit. I know you may know our DNA to carry information about our molecular structure, about our personality, and so on. Little wonder why the Hunter device or the META Hunter device is able to treat faster than the regular NLS device, because it carries out its investigation down to the default DNA and chromosomes of the body. Okay, now the DNA, like I said, is beyond just a storage unit. It is an antenna. It is a quantum antenna that sends data and receives data. It is a quantum antenna that sends information and receives information. Okay, another thing that, and which is the most important, that makes our DNA sample very important, is that our DNA sample is able to create a scalar wave. It's able to generate a scalar wave which positions it to send information and receive information without being limited to time, without being limited to location. Right? So that is why our DNA is required. Okay, so now I want to run a practical test using my DNA sample, and we are going to compare the result with that of a physical test. What I mean is that I will run a test, I will connect this device to the META BLACKBOX using the sample, my DNA sample, which is my head, and we are going to compare the results to that of a normal test that we run using the headset on my body. So follow me closely and watch this video so that you can understand and appreciate the META black box. Now, inside the black box is a crystal cup. Actually, it doesn't come with it. I had to improvise. So you can get a crystal cup, you can get a glass cup. That is nearest best that you can use on this device. Something portable and small that can enter the test cup and you close it. Okay? Do you get that? Alright. What you can put inside this crystal cup is your DNA sample. Your saliva in a cotton wool, your blood in a cotton wool, or your hair sample, or your fingernail sample, or you put a photo, a recent photo inside the crystal cup. Look at it. Where the image is, you face it up. Where the image is, you face it up, not down. You face it up. Assuming you are using the photo, you face it up and you place it inside the pot, inside the META black box. All right. I'm using hair sample, so I'm not using photo. Then you close it. Once you close it, because you have connected this circle, the circuit is closed, and so we can carry out the transaction as if the person is present. This DNA sample is representing the physical human being. Alright? It's representing the energy. It is representing the electromagnetic field of Mr. X anywhere in the world. Alright? So once all this is done, then having known how to operate your NLS device, you open your software and you run your scan. Once you run your scan, it's going to generate the results. Alright? And you can now interpret the results and send the results to your patient. Do you get that? Alright. So I'm going to run a scan now. And after that, I'm going to compare it with my own, with this headset. I'm going to compare it with the test I ran being physically present. Okay? Meaning I'm going to use this headset on and run a test and we'll compare the results. Thank you. Okay, so this is the limit to which I could zoom it because I'm using my phone, not a normal camera, but my camera phone to record this. Okay, what you can do if you want to see the result closely, screen grab it, then you zoom it. But I'm going to read it out for you to compare the results. So now let's go. Let us check the nephrotosis result for John Smith. We have 1.282, while the nephrotosis result for John Charles, which is physical, we have 1.433. You can see that they are falling within the healthy range and the margin is small. Okay, and the entropy result is on 1 for John Smith. Entropy result is on 1 for John Charles. The next one we have is cystopalatis. The CSS result D is equal to 1.446 for John Smith, and for John Charles, CSS result is D is equal to 1.566 for John Charles. Entropy result for John Smith is 1. Entropy result for John Charles is 1. You can see that they are falling within the same healthy status. Okay? And then the last one, hyperuricemia. We have the CSS result D is equal to 1.682, and the entropy result is 1, which is within the healthy status. And for John Charles, hyperuricemia, and CSS result is 1.770 and entropy result is 1. What can you deduce from this? Comparing the results for remote scanning and physical scanning are alike. The percentage margin is not much, showing how accurate you can get from the META black box, meaning that you can achieve accurate results same way you can achieve accurate treatment. All you just need to do is to click on whatever treatment you want to carry out. Ultimately, why I am encouraging you to embrace this technology is so that you can have this machine, so that you can have this device in your clinic. And with that, you are not limited to your location. A patient can send you a DNA sample from another state, from another country, and then you can run a scan. All right. So if you have the NLS device, you need to go a step further to purchase the META black box. And if you want to order for it, you know who to reach. You contact me and I will supply you the META black box. Thank you.